Hello guys, Ash here, also known as HD Plan, back here with another video. Today we're going to talk about One Tree Hill. Like I said, there are a lot of One Tree Hill rants that just keep coming to me. So I'm going to try my best to just flow through these as quickly as possible as I can. Like I said, it's early. I'll probably get another one out right after this one. But today I want to talk about a deleted Leyton scene from season 1. This is going to be from the episode that this was originally in, was season 1, episode 13, when Lucas gets into the car accident. So there's actually 2 deleted Leyton scenes from season 1. The other one, I'm kind of happy that it didn't make the cut because I like what they did originally in the show. It's when Peyton came to his house and told him how Brooke found out they were sneaking behind her back. And I think the original, how they did it in the show, what they decided to redo for the show, is better. How Lucas found out, he found out by being on Peyton's live stream. She live streams because she's very lonely. Not anything that's like weird or anything, you know, just her live streaming, her drawing, or like her listening to music. Lucas was just watching her live stream, and he heard the conversation that her and Brooke had about Brooke finding out they were sneaking behind her back. I think that version is way better than the one they went with in the deleted scene, with her just coming there and being like, hey, so Brooke knows about us. Doesn't seem as dramatic as the one in the original cut. So, I'm happy that they decided to go with that. A lot of people try to say Lucas was just, how can he tell Peyton that they can just be together now? I mean, is he wrong for thinking like that? Like, all of your feelings are just gone away now? Since you know about it, they shouldn't have to feel shameful for they shouldn't have not, him and Peyton shouldn't have to keep their feelings hidden because Brooke doesn't like it. She already knew how they felt about each other way before they hooked up. So, I'm just tired of the excuses. But I'm going to get to that when I get to it. We ain't about to even talk about that right now. We're going to talk about why this deleted scene should have been kept in the show. So those who do not know, this deleted scene, to me, should have been the original scene. I don't dislike the original scene with her and Lucas in the library. I feel like, I understand why they decided to put it in the library, because putting it outside just seems to make less sense. Why would Haley just randomly walk outside? That doesn't, unless her and Nathan were walking outside together, but to have Haley just randomly walk outside, it just didn't make sense. When I watched the original deleted scene, Haley's not carrying any books or anything of the sort. She just happens to see that. It made a lot more sense to have it be taking place in the library, because Haley and Nathan were looking up stuff about Whitey, and she was going to go find a book. I think she was going to the vending machine. It made sense for Haley to catch them right there. But I think the conversation that Peyton and Lucas had in this deleted scene should have been kept in the show. I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown on what they said. I will put it up, but I do not play doing that right now. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a rundown. Let me turn my fan off. So they were talking. Lucas asked her, did she get feelings for him once she found out that he was dating Brooke? He said, did you know I was dating Brooke? She said, yeah. She said, after you and Brooke had your first date, she told me. And she said she had feelings for him way before that, which is like, everyone knows that. She had feelings for Lucas way before he hooked up with Brooke. Do not fucking sit here and tell me that he did not. Because Brooke's fans will try to defend the undefendable by saying, oh, she didn't want him to hook with Brooke, which is somewhat true. I won't say she didn't want him until he hooked up with Brooke. I think it was just bad timing. She was feeling him way before, so it was like never just like none of that. She wanted Lucas way before. It was just really bad timing. Honestly, it was terrible timing. Brooke, I don't know what possessed Brooke to just like hook up with him. It was stupid. It was really dumb. But she said she liked him way before that. She said that when she was with Nathan, they flirted a lot. She said when he had felt bad, if they would have hooked up when she was with Nathan. When anybody have felt bad if they would have hooked up while she was with Nathan, I don't think anyone would have cared. And that to me felt like it was like a mini love triangle, but Nathan really felt like he was a part of it in season 1. A lot of people say they like the Nathan, Peyton, and Lucas love triangle, but to me it just felt like, was it really a love triangle when Nathan was really involved? Anyway, but I just like this deleted scene. I honestly felt like she said she felt like it was a jerky thing for him to say that. No, but I definitely understood who he was coming from. You should have not waited so long to tell me you have feelings for me. Now we're in this confusing spot because I've always had feelings for you. I went out with Brooke because she wanted me, and now we both look like several people for acting out on our feelings, but we don't mean to hurt her. Which means I don't think they're terrible for acting out how they feel. It's just what they're doing behind Brooke's back is terrible. But I don't think they're bad for acting out how they feel, because this is how they already felt before Brooke popped up in the motherfucking picture. What I like about this deleted scene is that this deleted scene purifies how Lucas and Peyton have always felt about each other from the beginning. And I feel like Lucas fans will always try to like come up with some false narrative about, oh, they weren't feeling each other anymore when he was with Brooke. And it's just like, no. Yeah, he likes Brooke, but Brooke isn't Peyton. Like I said, he was hiding with her. When Peyton came there and admitted how she felt, Lucas, he couldn't let it go because he always had a crush on her. And when they were vibing and getting to know each other, it just felt right. It just felt like it was the right time to just make his move, which I don't think he should feel bad for. I definitely feel like him entertaining Brooke's little feelings was not a good idea. Like I said, I think the love triangle could have been avoided if all three of them were a little bit smarter and if have all three of them consider each other's feelings. Because a lot of people like to think, since a lot of people like to make, oh, what the fuck is going on with me? Since a lot of people try to make it seem that Lucas and Peyton were the ones who didn't consider Brooke's feelings. Did Brooke consider Peyton's feelings by dating a guy that Peyton almost hooked up with and a guy that Peyton told her he had a thing, he was basically in love with her? Did Brooke consider her feelings when she did that? Did Brooke consider Peyton's feelings at all when Peyton had to pretty much put her feelings on a back burner for her and Lucas to be a couple? I don't know. I actually do have a video coming out on how I feel about the love triangle. I realized that I've never made a video about how I feel with the love triangle. There are a lot of people who say it doesn't hold up anymore because Lucas was just such a terrible guy, which I personally disagree with. There are worse male characters than Lucas. Lucas isn't even that bad. Y'all just like to hate him just because it's the most popular opinion. But I digress. And like I said, looking back at it, maturing was realizing that all three of them were in the wrong when it comes to the love triangle. Not just the two of them, not just bippity boppity boo. Like, I'm so tired of people trying to put the blame all on Lucas and Peyton. It's like, no, all three of them were wrong about how they all were moving. Period. I didn't really intend this video being that long because I wanted to get straight to the point. I honestly feel like everyone who is a Leyton hater needs to watch this deleted scene because this deleted scene clarifies what everyone and their motherfucking mama knew about how Peyton and Lucas feel about each other. I honestly feel like this scene should have been kept in the show. All they had to do was just take them from outside. But the conversation that her and Lucas had should have been kept. They should have put that in the reshoot scene. Yeah, you gotta catch my drift. The scene that her and Lucas had in the reshoot of this scene was not bad. I did like it, but I feel like the deleted scene just clarified a little bit more information. I wish they would have kept that, but I'm never mad about Leyton. I absolutely love Lucas and Peyton. The chemistry, everything, it was all there from the very beginning. Whoever Lucas just wasted his time with, he was really wasting his time with. Honestly, just like all the Leyton haters need to watch this scene because this scene will give you all the information that you need to know about how they feel about each other the entire show, in my opinion. So, enough with the whole, oh my god, it's like, no, bitch, no. If you watch season 1, it's very clear and very, very, very clear that her and Lucas were vibing off each other. Brooke should have never been trying to entertain or seduce Lucas. That was dumb, and that's definitely breaking the girl code. And Lucas should have known better than to go and date Brooke, knowing that they were best friends. But I think for him, he didn't think Peyton would care because she turned him down, which is like, hey, I'm going to do my thing. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because she ain't going to date me. Hey, I'm going to date the person who want me back, which I commend him for. But I think the reason why he didn't think Peyton would care because Peyton turned him down. She's the one who turned him down. So, at the end of the day, all three of them were wrong about how they went. But at the end of the day, this Leyton deleted scene, everybody needs to watch who is a Leyton hater, because this scene will give you all the information that the Leyton hater desperately needs to know. Because Leyton haters get on my nerves by just trying to hate on them and just try to make Brooke look like they were just this in-game couple that was done wrong. And it's like, far from it. Far from it, honey. Far from it. Far from it, honey. Far from it. Brooke was never in-game. They were not meant to be in-game. But I have a video on me discussing how I feel about their relationship in season 3 and how I felt like the writers trying to make them a thing again in season 2 was really forced. Y'all gonna hate it. Yes, they had chemistry. Like I said, I will always say this every time I come on here. Chad and Sophie have really great chemistry. They have their cute moments as Lucas and Brooke. But to me, the relationship is just, I never really, outside of them being cute, the relationship just felt very surface level. I feel like it never reached the deepness that it should have reached, that these Brooklyn fans, that the Brooklyn fans, the Brooklyn shippers, I should say, desperately try to make you believe it did, and it never did. So, be prepared for that, and y'all have a good one. Again, sorry the bill isn't long, but I didn't intend it being long because the deleted scene was plain and straight. It was simple and straight to the point. All I want to say is my final thoughts about the deleted scene is that it should have been kept in the show, and that this deleted scene explains everything that all the fans who hate Leyton need to understand. Period. Point. Motherfucking blank. I'm out.